Hello and welcome back to Save Ourselves. Or if you're new here, then hi, I am Aparna. So, in this video, we are going to be talking about 8 ways to help our future self. First and foremost, let's answer the question that why is it even necessary to help our future self? And the answer to that is that a lot of times we choose momentary comfort or even laziness and procrastinate in the present moment, leaving all of our tasks that should be done right now to the future self to be handled later on. But when that moment comes, we forget how overwhelming and panic causing that can be because we already have a bunch of tasks lined up for the future, on top of which we are adding the pile of the present to it. So, if we are able to get it done, then great, but a lot of times it just causes us to be a lot more overwhelmed, and unnecessary stress is induced because of that. So here are 8 things that you can do in the present moment to help your future self. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 1 is to assign a specific compartment in your everyday carry bag to put your keys, wallets, IDs, etc. So what happens a lot of times is that when we are in a rush to go get somewhere, we forget in which pockets or which compartments of our bag we've put our keys and wallets and IDs and all of that. And so a lot of times we are engaged in conversations with our friends, or just our head is in a very different space where it is anticipating the event that is about to happen, and it doesn't really register these minute details. But when later on the moment comes, we are frantically searching in all the compartments of our backpacks for that one little key, and it just causes a lot of unnecessary stress, in my opinion. So what we can do is, for all the bags that we have, we can dedicate one compartment, maybe the smallest one, to house all of our keys, our wallets and IDs and all the important stuff that we carry on an everyday basis. That way that process is automated the more you do it, and you don't even have to try and remember where you've kept all of these things. Number 2 is to put a reminder on your phone every time you pay a recurring bill for the next due date. Now what happens is, a lot of bills are recurring and for every month, and they might fall on the same date, which is convenient for you to remember. But there are some other bills which don't fall under this regular interval category, and they might have irregular dates that they come on. So for example, my phone bill comes every 56 or 84 days according to the package that I take, and that is a very irregular interval to keep a track of the exact date. So what I do is, every time that I pay my phone bill, I'll put a reminder there and then on my phone reminding me to pay my phone bill 56 days later. So that morning I'll get a notification and I am reminded to pay my phone bill that specific day, and in between I don't even have to give it a second thought. Number 3 is, don't leave the laundry, dishes or cleaning for tomorrow. Do it right away. So the thing is that to do one chore at a time, it takes about 10 or 20 minutes max, and if you get it done, it's off your mind and off of your to-do list, and you'll be able to plan the rest of your day and go ahead with it. But if we try and procrastinate and delay it to the last moment possible, all of these chores pile up together and it converts into this 2-hour long chore that you have to do on your Sunday morning, and it gets more overwhelming and stress inducing, which is, again, in my opinion, very unnecessary. So what we can do instead is just get done with that chore whenever it pops up, and it's very easy to take 20 minutes of your day instead of taking 2 hours of your day every week. So try and do your chores right away, and don't let them pile up for your future self. Number 4 is to write everything down, whether it's reminders, ideas, or anything that you feel is worth remembering. So our brain does this weird thing that when we actually need to remember a thought or an idea that we had a few hours ago, it completely vanishes and it's just a blank slate. So that is because we have innumerable thoughts in one day, and it's very hard to keep track of all of those thoughts when the time is needed for you to go and reach out for that thought. So what you can do instead is, whenever you have an idea or a task or a reminder worth remembering, you can just write it down, even on your phone or in a notebook or somewhere that you can go back to and refer to later on. It is going to save you a lot of unnecessary thinking and digging inside your own brain. So just write everything down, and that way you'll be so thankful for keeping a record of all of these important things. Number 5 is, have a daily routine to fall back on, written down somewhere. So the thing is, on days that you have motivation and good mental energy, you are going to get on with your day very well and it's going to be very productive for you. But there are some days when you don't feel that mental energy or that motivation, but there are some things that you need to get done, and there is work that needs to be done, and it cannot be called as a break day. Your attention is required to some of the pending tasks. So on these days, what you can have is a routine to fall back on, where discipline comes into picture, but you also have a set of instructions that you can rely on blindly and just follow that hourly schedule. And at the end of the day, you will be feeling much more satisfied with how your day went, instead of just procrastinating and adding on that pile of tasks to your future self. Try doing this and let me know if it works for you in the comments below. Number 6 is keep a collection of different things that you might need. For example, TBR lists or shows to watch, places to eat, etc. So the thing is that it is much better to have a list that's ready to refer to, instead of searching in your brain for all the places that you remembered to check out the last time you was going through your Instagram feed. So have these collections ready, even on your phone app. That also works. I actually have 2 videos where I give you ideas about lists that you can make right now and save a ton of time for your future self. Number 7 is to prepare today for tomorrow. Now, this can be done in several ways, but the basic idea is to spend 5 or 10 minutes today and prepare for tomorrow. This can be things like packing up your bag for your school or work tomorrow, which is literally going to take 5 minutes of your time, or choosing your outfit, ironing it, keeping it ready on the desk to go tomorrow, or keeping out your workout clothes, so all you have to do is put them on and get on with your workout. And all of these little things that you can do as a prep today, that will help you get on with your day faster when the time comes tomorrow. And you may feel that even if it's just going to take 5 minutes, why not do it tomorrow itself? But 5 minutes taken out of your time now is much easier than to actually try and get those 5 minutes tomorrow when you're going to be in a hurry to get to work or get on with your day. So do that and prepare today for tomorrow. Number 8 is clean your workspace every night before you go to bed. Since a lot of us are working from home right now, the kind of environment we have created for ourselves as a workspace really affects the kind of productivity and the work output that we get every day. So what you can do is just take 5 minutes every day and clear off all of the notebooks, all of the stationery and pens lying around, just wiping off your surfaces of your work desk. It'll just take 5 minutes every night before you go to bed, so that when you come to work the next day, the desk is fresh and clean to get started with your work, and it's just going to be a great motivator for you, and it's going to feel great to come to a workplace that's so fresh and clean. So these were the 8 ways that I wanted to share with you in this video. Of course, this is not an exhaustive list, so if you have any type of tips or suggestions on how to help your future self, do let me know in the comments below. It's always great to learn from one another. And as always, there will be a blog post which covers this topic in much more detail along with this video, so it's linked in the description, so don't forget to check that out. And if you like this video, then do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.